Good evening, guys. How's it going? I am actually recording this for the second time because I ran out of space. But I'm going to do this very quickly. I just got done watching Shane Dawson and Jeffee Star's collaboration, 1 of 8. And as I was watching it, I was just like, they have such great chemistry. And I wanted to know what their signs were, because I thought that Jeffrey was a Leo because of the way he carries himself, but he's not. He's a Scorpio, which still makes sense. And Shane is a Cancer, so I decided to look up, and I'll link it down below, but the friendship compatibility between a Scorpio and a Cancer. And this is one of the things I found. The first link that I saw, I read it and I was just like, damn if this doesn't say or describe Shane and Jeffrey to a T, with the exception of like one thing, but I'll get to that. But let me know what you guys think. Anyways, so let's get going. A relationship between a Cancer and a Scorpio involves a meeting of two people with good depth of character. The two signs complement each other wonderfully, with one's strong points balancing the other's weak points and vice versa. Cancer and Scorpio feel a natural attraction towards each other and form an unusual close bond. They have, like, they're so fucking close. They're like bestie. Especially when their desires and ends correspond well. And even further, Cancer and Scorpio are very similar to each other. Cancer and Scorpio love each other's company, which they do. If you guys look at how many collaborations they've had or videos they've had together, they're like being around each other. You know, it's like me and my best friend. Anyways, they work well together to establish a pleasant, comfortable atmosphere. The crab is after contentment, and the scorpion is after power. Yes, I agree. Shane seems to be... I think he's happier. It sounds funny to say this, but he seems to be wanting to find something that's just makes him happy, like to be content, basically. And meanwhile, Jeffrey is just like, he's got all these fucking projects going on. He's got this major line. He's got this collaboration with Morphe and all this other stuff. So he does seem like he's after power. Like he not in a bad way, but like power hungry. So he likes to be in control, I guess, in a way. And he wants power, basically. He just seems like he's that confident, like, I don't give a fuck what anyone says about me. I'm going to do what I want to do. And fuck you if you don't like it. Anyways, both signs like gaining and keeping possessions. They are both very sentimental and are deeply moved by anything and everything in life. I agree. Cancer and Scorpio share a strong loyalty to each other and the utmost importance to family and home. Cancer is ruled by the moon, and Scorpio is ruled by the planets Mars and Pluto. The influence of Pluto is a combination of the celestial bodies, strong and dynamic, which Jeffrey seems to be, like I said, going back to the whole power thing. He's very, like, strong and dynamic, it feels like he seems to be. The heavenly bodies represents the good equilibrium of masculine and feminine energy, which that he does. Masculine because, I mean, obviously because he's a guy, Not just that, though. But he also has that feminine energy just because, one, his love of makeup, and two, he just has, like, his mannerisms and stuff, basically. Anyways, the friendship between Cancer and Scorpio takes its root for the foundation of human bonds, passion of Mars and the love of the moon. The star signs could share an intense, solid platonic friendship, which again, they are bestie. Scorpios are intense in nature, and Cancers adore this character of Scorpio. Cancer and Scorpio are both water signs. Both star signs have great depth of character, and it is really difficult to fully understand either of them. Both partners could withdraw to themselves emotionally, then surge back with tremendous strength, which they always seem to do. Something happens with a product that Jeffree puts out, and then something else happens, and he's back. He bounces back. And with Shane, like the whole thing with Onion Boy, which I'm not even going to get into, he decided to say some shit about Shane Dawson, and he came back from it. Which that's a whole other story. I actually have something to say about that. I'm going to do a quick side note because I know this is totally not about him, but fuck it. Since we're talking about Shane also. I just want to say really quick before I get back into the reading that I am so... Well, I'm not surprised, but I still find it funny that here he was calling Shane a P. And yet he has all these allegations and proof against him about the stuff that he's been doing with the grooming and stuff. So I'm like, are we calling the kettle black, Onion? Just saying. You know? Be careful what you say about people, because, you know, that shit can come back on you. But anyways, I'm going to leave that alone and move on, because fuck him. I hope he goes down. Anyways, back to Shane and Jeffree. Just saying. Where did I leave off? Okay, Cancer and Scorpio are fiercely loyal to each other, like it said earlier, a trait arising from their love of safety and security, both from their emotions and from their family and home. Cancers are entirely devoted to family and friends, while Scorpio tends to waver occasionally because of their pensivity to look into the depths into things. Again, Jeffree's more of a businessman or woman, whatever. He is a person of business, and Shane seems to be more at home with his family and friends. Scorpio can impart this character to Cancer, and Cancer can teach Scorpio to have faith in their instincts. I said this when I was trying to record the first time, but there was a scene in there where Jeffree was talking about, I think it was a release of his brushes, and he was so nervous about it, and Shane was trying to tell him that it would be okay and that they're going to sell out, then it's going to be great. And so he was helping him, trying to give faith into him, I guess. Scorpio admire the rational mind of the Cancer. Cancer enjoy the possessive nature of Scorpio. It makes them feel that the friendship is much more wanted and highly priced. I kind of laughed at that because of all the shit that Jeffree has in his house. Cancer is a cardinal sign, and Scorpio is a fixed sign, which is why he's my opposite. I am a Taurus. The combined efforts of the Cancer and Scorpio could successfully achieve any project that they have agreed to collaborate on. That actually got me because of the fact that they're working on this big-ass project right now. However, differences, this is where I disagree because I don't really see it for them. I don't really see them doing this, rather. However, differences of ideas may lead to arguments. Cancer can often start an argument, but their initial force wane out soon. Such is not the case with Scorpio. Scorpio maintain the same figure in an argument from start to finish. I had a friend, or former friend, who was a Scorpio, and man, is that fucking true. Anyways, Cancer might appear to dominate the partnership, but appearances can be deceptive. Scorpios might pretend to concede for the moment, but would extract their revenge later on through emotional manipulation. However, Cancer could do the same thing to Scorpio at times. I don't see that between these two, mainly because they have such a strong bond that I don't see it. It's like my best friend and I. We very, very rarely, we don't even disagree on a lot of things. We don't fight. Maybe when we were in school, because, we were kids and stuff. But very rarely. We never hardly ever did then. Anyways, it is important for both partners to hold an open discussion, which they do, and understand each other well. Again, they do. Once they really believe in each other and are comfortable with each other, Cancer and Scorpio can accomplish virtually anything together, which is great to hear. The best aspect of the friendship between a Cancer and a Scorpio is their depth of character, intensity, and emotion, and their mutual need for safety and stability. Once they learn to trust each other, Cancer and Scorpio could have a deep and intense relationship. Their shared ambitions and desires and their combined resources make them a wonderful team. And again, I will link this down below. However, when I first read that, I was just with that one exception of that one thing about the arguments, although I could be wrong. I don't know what happens behind closed doors when the camera's off. But I was just damn if that's not Shane Dawson and Jeffee Star to a fucking T. It was just dead on. Pretty much dead on. But anyways, like I said, I'll link it below. You can look at other compatibilities if you guys would like. I was actually trying to see about if I could get Tati and James Charles assigned just to see. And I know the thing's well past, but I'm just kind of curious. But who knows? We'll see how it goes. By the way, if you guys have not seen Aphrodite, A-N-T, and then Aphrodite, Aphrodite, but Aphrodite, he did a reading on this whole documentary, and he does a lot of readings for people, and oh my god, he gets them pretty good. He did James Charles months before the whole Dramageddon started, and man, did he nail it. So, if you guys want to see that, I'd check out his channel, but I could probably link his channel down below as well. But if you enjoyed it, give it a like, comment, share, I guess, and please subscribe. I would love it. Anyways, I gotta I really need to get back into making gaming videos. It's just been busy. Anyways, I'm gonna go. I just thought I would read that out because I found it interesting, and I hope you did as well. But let me know what you'd like to see, I guess. Or let me know what you'd like to see on my gaming channel. Alright. Talk to you guys later. Bye, guys.